Good day, first world travellers, and welcome back. Today I am at Canary Wharf, the home of skyscrapers, money, businessmen, and this.
Yeah, sitting on some stinky commuter train with a bunch of plebs. No, it's like an advert for Primark in here. No, just got a bonus in, so I'm having a weekend away in Prague. Tiny's at home with the kids, where she should be. Okay, muskets at dawn. Adios, amigo.
Yes, obnoxious bankers. Don't worry, they're not all like that. Stay tuned, we're going to have a look around. So welcome back everyone. Today is Tuesday. It's a weekday, which means there's lots of people, lots of bankers, obnoxious bankers and businessmen around earning their money. I actually used to work in this area. I went up One Canada Square quite a few times. So anyway, this video is was requested by one of my loyal subscribers, Andy Stubbs. There's his comment from my London video. Hello Andy. So just a couple of things to start off with. So I have been told off for filming today. Brilliant. I normally get told off in sex shops in Tokyo, but apparently you can't film in Canary Wharf. So I got told off by a big security guard at the One Canada Square while attempting to get a shot of this wonderful skyscraper. But I've covertly come to this bushy area round the back of Canary Wharf station to tell you a bit about Canary Wharf. So Canary Wharf is effectively the second central business district or financial district in London after the City of London. It's located in East London in an area called Docklands. Why is it called this? So up until the 1960s, this area was a load of docks, area that was a key area for trade and shipping and things like that. But after the 60s, all of that trade and shipping pretty much died of death and dried up. So this area was pretty much redundant. And after that, it turned into a wasteland. It was, you know, famous area in East London, the wasteland of the Docklands, basically. And in the 80s, late 80s, it was decided to regenerate this area into another financial district. So in 1991, that's pretty much when this area livened up a bit. You've got One Canada Square, which is over 200 metres tall, which was actually the tallest building in the UK up until the Shard was built a few years ago. There's also a couple of other buildings here which are in the top 25 highest buildings in the UK. Awesome. Okay, next up, do you fancy an interesting fact? Yeah? Well, at least I think it's interesting. So why is this area called Canary Wharf? I only found this out a few days ago, which is ridiculous. So back in the days when this area was docks, there was a berth 32. Now, I don't know what a berth is. I think it's where like a boat parks or something. I don't know, boats. But anyway, that berth was used for receiving fruit and vegetables, particularly from the Mediterranean, from Spain, and also the Canary Islands, which is where the name comes from. Told you it was interesting.
Another hard day number crunching, then I'm off to lunch. I'm munching Russian caviar, smoking big fat cigars. Then I'm in the hot tub in the back room of the strip club where I need a private show so I can feel like a man.
So we're going to have a look at Canary Wharf tube station in a minute, but let's have a look at the back of the tube station, effectively on top of it. So this is a nice little gardeny area, which especially if you work here, it's a good place to come at lunch, you know, to talk about your money and, you know, business stuff. It's all very pretty. So you've got little fountains, you've got a shopping mall over there, lots of benches to sit down on, nice little place to come and relax. Awesome. Right now we're going to get out of the wind and have a look at Canary Wharf Station. Now, in my tube videos, if you've seen them, check them out in the description below. I complain a lot about the fact that the tube is old and dirty and smelly, but Canary Wharf is an exception. I really like Canary Wharf. It's probably my most favourite tube station because it's more modern. It was built in 1991 along with the rest of the buildings, and it is huge. And as well as having that little gardeny bit, there's a few entrances with this lovely different architecture that you don't normally see at crappy tube stations. Let's go and have a look.
I'm just a city boy, another loaded pretty boy, Colombian exports in my brain. I'm off my face again, another $1 million deal. It's a bargain, it's a skill, no need to sign the dotted line.
So as you can see down there, it's absolutely massive. Just look at the amount of ticket gates. If you're a tube geek, Canary Wharf is a station you have to come to. It's on the Jubilee line, and as you can see with the Jubilee line, it's got the door thingies, barriers, so you can't actually jump in front of a train, which I've considered many times getting the tube to London every day. Good job I didn't. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to bring you mediocre videos about London.
Cheating on your trophy wife, another bonus at the door. Champagne and a high-class whore in your private members club. You're thinking of all the
So I've just had some lunch in this park. I've just eaten a Bounty. Worst chocolate decision ever. Anyone English will know what I mean, because all the coconut gets stuck in your tooth. I was trying to think how I'm going to flesh this video out, because I'm like, there's nothing here. But then I remembered there's a museum, London Docklands Museum. It's free, so it's a great thing to do if you're skint like me in London, because everything's so expensive. The woman in M&S double scanned my sandwich. Does she not know who I am?
A new day at the stock exchange, no equities outside my range. A bowler hat and a cheeky smile, beer and loading in the square.
So I'm now over at a place called Wren Landing, which is just over the bridge I've just come over. There's lots of nice places to eat here. Burger and lobster. It's not open. Over there you have a Roti Riot. You can get like Indian food, parathas, that sort of thing. You've got Baguio Burger. Baguio, that's a place in the Philippines. Never mind. And that's Indian something kitchen and a nice little green sort of bus thing, which is cool. So yeah, lots of nice places to eat. I imagine this will be quite nice in the evening when it's dark, because you've got the lights in that place there. Awesome. So behind me you can see the views of Canary Wharf with the Docklands, the DLR in the background. So at the end of Wren Landing is the Museum of London Docklands. As I said, it's free. Let's go in and have a look. Hopefully it won't be so boring I want to kill myself. So what is my verdict of this museum? As usual with these museums that I think are going to be suicide inducing, was actually quite interesting, I've got to be honest. One thing, it's really good for kids, so if you've got kids, bring them along, because there's lots of activities for them to do. There's like little tables set out and lots of videos to watch, that sort of thing. This building is actually an old dock house, which I didn't know. That's interesting. There's a lot of stuff about blacksmiths, how the docks operated, that sort of stuff. But the most interesting part, I would say, is about the Second World War. There's a whole section about the war and how the docks were affected. You know, they were bombed a lot in the war. Basically, there's videos to watch about that. So yeah, if you're in this area, come to this place. I would recommend it. Awesome. So that is my little trip around Canary Wharf and Docklands done. Don't forget to like, comment, and also subscribe, because there's lots more London videos coming, of course. I'm knackered. I think I'm going to go home, so I'll catch you later.